Trump derangement syndrome is real. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this crazy video of a deranged cyclist setting fire to a Trump won sign out there in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, as I said from the beginning, Trump derangement syndrome, even still right now, 2023, 2 years after Trump is no longer in office, Trump derangement syndrome is 1000% real. You got some guys and girls that would see some pro-Trump signs, hats, t-shirts, or whatever, and lose their minds. In this case, you have a cyclist who set fire to a Trump won sign after his weak little pathetic kicks did not do any damage at all. Now, we got a lot here. First, we have the video of the arsonist. Then we have a statement from the homeowner. And also, we've been able to identify the guy in question, and he is in the process of being charged by police out there in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, before we get into anything else, let's go ahead and roll the clip. I will link to this and everything else in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll this. Now, there won't be any sound here, but I'll talk you through it. So you see my man right here with the weak little kicks, not doing much, not doing much damage at all. Okay, on his bike with the full gear on. All right, and so let's back up a little bit. So that was August 12th. See the timestamp, August 12th at 7:14 a.m. Now August 15th. So he came back days later at 4:19 a.m. So this is a thing that he's really upset about. The weak little kicks didn't work. He wants to move the flag out the way so he doesn't set the flag on fire, I suppose. Although it didn't get out of the way, really. And here he comes, one of those cookout grill lighters, and he is setting the sign on fire, okay, with his full cycling outfit, does a little trot away, and now the sign is ablaze. And it just showing different parts of the video where the sign was on fire. And the sign is completely, well, the Trump won sign, the frame is still there. We'll talk about why the frame is still there in a minute. But yeah, that's that. All right. Now, I think you set fire to it at different times because look, this is August 15th. So remember, this is August 12th, the weak little kicks that didn't do much. August 12th, August 15th, he set some sign on fire. Okay. And then now we're February 18th. So this is different days. This is months apart here. Okay. Days and months apart. February 18th at 4:20. This is a different situation because look, you see his stance right here, the way he's setting it on fire. This is different than what he did here. You see right here, he is standing on both feet. He's not kneeling down. He's kind of just hunched over with his hand on his knee right there, right? And then we fast forward here, February 18th, he gets on one knee. So he's setting the sign on fire on more than one occasion, all right? Trump derangement syndrome, look, if it's that bad, man, talk to a therapist rather than going and committing arson. This right here, as far as I know, could be a felony. We'll get into any kind of charges or whatever in a minute. So, and what it says right here, a $1,000 reward for ID of this anti-America Marxist arsonist. All right. So that is the guy right there. Now we have more. There's more. We're going to get into the identification of this person. They have been able to find them. The internet is, the internet is crazy. Matter of fact, before we get to John, who is the homeowner, let's get to the identification. There's a slight chance that it's not him, but I don't think so. I think that this is him. They were able to identify the tattoo. They identified where this guy lives. They identified his path of travel because he uses an app called Strava. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they identified everything about this guy and information that's been sent to the police out there in Raleigh, and they are in the process of arresting someone. But they don't want to identify who they're arresting until the actual charges have been filed. Now, let's get into it here. So somebody from California was able to find this guy, and the internet sleuths are undefeated. They are totally undefeated. And look, so the guy has been identified as James Jim White Jr., registered Democrat, and he uploaded 3 bicycle rides to his Strava account, which he had taken on August 12th, August 15th, and August 18th, the 3 dates that the arsonist was caught in the video vandalizing the Trump sign. So maybe when they said August 18th, maybe they meant, when they said February 18th, maybe they meant August 18th. I'm not quite sure. But regardless of what, there were different occasions when he came to the house and vandalized the sign, kicking the sign, then he set it on fire on 2 different occasions, right? So let's check it out. The GPS data White uploaded for these rides showed that he had passed by the location of the arson. So they literally have your data. You uploaded the data of your bike ride, and it went right past the area. You live in the area, your bike ride data shows you going in that area. We see you on camera, and you have identifying marks. You got a tattoo on your arm that they were able to capture. All right. You see, they got it circled right there. It's kind of hard to see it on this particular screen, I suppose, but there's matching tattoos. The bike helmet is the same. The shirt outfit or whatever, your bike, all of that, it all matches. Okay. Now, so they got the guy, and the guy apparently is a mortgage underwriter. So I presume the guy has a little bit of change, a little bit of money, but all that money, all that, all your accolades and your career accomplishments are not going to cover up the fact you had Trump derangement syndrome. You got Trump derangement syndrome in the late stages. Please seek help. Okay, please get some treatment for your TDS. Now, let's get to my man. This is John. He is the actual homeowner, and he is going to explain why the frame didn't set on fire and the danger of the arson beyond just a sign being set on fire, because people could say, okay, you could replace the sign. Maybe it's not that big of a deal, but it is that big of a deal. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is John. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. Some of y'all may have seen the viral video of my political sign being set ablaze. I want to give you a quick update and let you know why this matters. Here you see my sign, which I've replaced. The American flag is right above it, as it properly should be of any political sign. Then you see some big trees that cascade back to my house. I want you to look real closely here. You see the charred remnants of the signs that were burned by this arsonist. Now, something he didn't know that I'm mighty grateful for is that I framed this in steel. For not that, there's no telling whether or not what here are charred burn marks would not have been nothing left with these trees on fire, my house on fire, with my young family inside. This is not okay in America. I don't care who you support politically. None of us can accept a country where someone can be so triggered by someone's support of a majority party political candidate that they come and commit premeditated arson on their home, really an attempt to kill them.
You know what? What he's saying right here, I 100% agree with. It doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. You could be left, right, center, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is not a okay thing to do. You can't just go to someone's home and set things on fire because you disagree. That's not how that works at all.
It's not a stretch, folks, that fire goes from that tree to my house.
Yep.
I have 3 young children. They sleep upstairs. I hate to think what could be going on today as a result of this crazed maniac's actions. This should motivate every single one of us to say enough is enough. We can't live in a country that allows this. There must be an equal application of the law. And I trust that the Wake County District Attorney will do that. This is important. We can't go through another political cycle where this is allowed to be done. Thank you.
There it is. So shout out to John. Shout out to the homeowner. You heard from him what's going on, and I agree with what he said 100%. 100%. I don't see anything he said there that was false. You can't just do stuff like this. And you know what? I'm going to add one little piece as I close. This is very reminiscent of some groups in the past that would do things like this. They would go to your house and set certain things on fire on your lawn to try and intimidate you because they don't like what you stand for. Maybe they don't like your skin color. Remember that group? They come through with the hoods and whatnot, the masks, the disguises. Remember that group? I don't see the difference between them setting the cross on your lawn, burning it up, or they might write some kind of ridiculous inscription, might put the N-word in your lawn and gasoline and set that on fire. It's the same type of thing where you could just go to somebody's house, set stuff on fire because you don't like them, you don't like what they stand for. That's not okay. It doesn't matter what political affiliation you are aligned to or what you believe in. I don't care. Like, it could be a stone cold stomp down leftist with a big pride flag in the yard. I'm not going to like the pride flag, but am I going to go up to it and burn it down? Am I going to attack them for it? No, I just don't like it. That's my personal opinion, but my personal opinion does not give me the right to violate the rights of someone else. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this arsonist with Trump derangement syndrome? Is this kind of a common thing that you see? I mean, even still, we're talking about 2.5 years after Trump is out of office, people still have this thing where any kind of sign, any kind of something that reminds them of Trump, it triggers them. Then they got to get into some criminal action. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Doesn't matter what political affiliation you have, what religious affiliation you have. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are. You don't have the right to violate someone else's rights. Okay? The sign didn't hop off the curb and stomp you in the head. The sign is just sitting right there. All you got to do is just ride on past it. You might not like it. You might not like Trump. You might not like conservatives, but so what? That's your opinion. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Maybe even say something. You know what you could do? Jim, is put a sign in your yard that says Biden won and go about it that way rather than becoming an arsonist and getting yourself locked up. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.